prepare you for what you're about to see, Mr. Mulder.
Faraday cage? For what?
Do you know what an ARV is?
That's what you brought me here to see?
This is Garner. He'll walk you through the science.
That's an alien replica vehicle?
Given your background, I would have thought you'd seen them before.
Never, not like that.
What we're showing you, we do at great risk. Colleagues have had labs burned to the ground and work destroyed by our own government. So-called zero-point energy, simply the energy of the universe.
You're talking about free energy?
That we've had since the 40s.
No fuel, no flame, no combustion. Simple electromagnetic field. Technology kept secret for 70 years while the world ran on petroleum.
Oil companies making trillions.
What I'm going to show you next is the most unbelievable part.
Gravity warp drive, but how?
Element 115, Unan Pentium.
Where did you get it?
It was a joke, but one the Air Force is taking seriously. A Facebook post, an avowed fake designed to get likes, announced a plan to raid the Air Force Base in Nevada, known as Area 51.
Maddie Roberts created the viral event that's taken the internet by storm. More than 1.7 million people on Facebook have expressed interest to get into Area 51, one of the most secure and highly protected pieces of property on the planet, where lethal force can be used on trespassers.
Tonight, 1.3 million people have signed up to storm Area 51 in Nevada. What could go wrong?
Okay guys, let's talk about Raid Area 51. The strange Facebook event posted by Matthew Roberts about a proposed mass meetup to raid one of the United States' most secretive Air Force bases. So this event has one purpose, and it's to see them aliens. The event has over 2 million people willing to attend and 1.5 million interested in following. So this random posting has went from being a comical event to something downright frightening, because the US Air Force is telling people to stay away, and it's willing to protect its military assets and the United States at all costs, and that means pretty much shooting you. So whatever you believe that this Groom Lake facility is housing visitors from outer space, or if you believe it, they have UFOs there, or if you just want to run like you just don't care, here are some reasons why you shouldn't turn up on September 20th. Firstly, Area 51 is located on the southern portion of Nevada in the western United States. So it's roughly 83 miles, 134 kilometers northwest of Las Vegas. So basically it's near Death Valley, and it's the middle of the bloody desert, which with anyone with any common sense would know it is freaking dangerous place. I come from Australia, I live in the outback, and I am terrified of the outback. And not a week goes past without some tourist or backpacker going lost or disappearing out in the bush. So one thing, it's going to be searing hot during the day and freaking freezing during at night. So if you're planning on rocking up, maybe bring more than a bottle of water and your unique clove thermals. So the plan is to meet up at the Area 51 Visitor Center, which is roughly about 2 hours away from Area 51. So if you're planning on heading, you're going to be driving there. And there's only 2 routes to the actual facility itself, and one of them is actually closed from the actual public. And for a very good actual reason, because it runs through an old nuclear testing site. So if you'd rather not die of radioactive poisoning, maybe best not to actually go. And if you think about sneaking up there, they're going to see you from a mile away. So maybe not a good idea. Additionally, the actual meetup point only holds roughly about 200 cars. So if you have 2 million people show up, that's logistically not going to work. So if you're going to plan driving up there, maybe you want to catch an Uber, maybe you want to carpool, but yeah, it's just physically not going to work. Next up, let's talk about the wildlife. So you're in the middle of the Nevada desert. So the Nevada desert has 52 species of snakes and actual lizards, and 12 of them are actually venomous, and pretty much 6 of them are actually rattlesnakes that can actually kill you. So if you've got 2 million people rocking up in the middle of the actual desert, you're going to stir up some stuff, and pretty much someone's going to get bitten by a rattlesnake. And since you're going to be hours away from any form of actual medical treatment, you're pretty much stuffed. So trust me, from someone who lives in the bush, we respect the bush in Australia because everything is trying to bloody kill you. So we've got drop bears full of chlamydia, we've got beefcake, Rogers out to beat you up. We've got bloody spiders everywhere, and snakes. So yeah, so I really don't want to see you guys getting hurt. So please don't go. Next up, we got military forces. So even if you make it up to the actual base, they know that you're there. The base has seismic detectors, they've got audio mics, they've got visual cameras all around the actual base itself. So before long, you're going to get the infamous camera dudes showing up. So these guys are external contractors, so they're hired to actually grab any evidence that you've snared. They'll escort you off the actual premises and hand you over to the actual local authorities. So on one thing, you'll get incarcerated, and another thing, you will be fined. So remember, even if you pass these guys, it is a military base. There are armed forces on the actual base, and they are authorized to use lethal force if necessary. So unless you can dodge bullets like Neo in the Matrix, and no Rudy running does not count. Yeah, give this a guys. Give this a miss. And finally, let's talk about this raiding plan. Basically, this plan sucks. And yes, it was drawn up 5 minutes by a bloody Australian. First off, snurrity running. You speak to any exercise physiologist, any podiatrist, they will tell you how biomechanically retarded this is. You will not be dodging anything. And in reality, it really looks really lame. It looks like this. Yeah, the next bit. Anti-vaxxer kids. Why would you get them involved? These suckers never had a chance anyway. Be like this kid who got vaccinated against his mother's wishes, and he spoke to Congress about it. In my eyes, this guy's a bloody winner. So winner, chicken dinner. As for the whole arm to the teeth arm of the actual plan, if you've been up to any recent events in Sydney, Australia, maybe arming these guys with shopping crates or shopping trolleys, you will have a much more successful raid. But yeah, in any case, this plan really sucks. And if you're going to be following an actual plan drawn up by probably a pissed Australian on an actual napkin, you're in for a lot of trouble. So long story short, I know I'm taking the comical piss out of this, but please rethink your decision to turn up. In the famous words of the actual event creator, it all was an elaborate joke. Please don't show up in Area 50-1.
It started out as just from a pure stroke of imagination. It's just meant to be funny. I want to do something cool out there now that we have a bunch of people, but I don't want anybody to get hurt.
And please don't follow this crazy guy into oblivion. I hope that actually helps. Cheers, guys.